Another huge night in the career of the son of the legend. We're underway then, the first round. And Conor Benn facing the biggest test of his career so far. And the work behind the jab that we were looking at before the introductions will be key here, as Conor Benn immediately starts to fire towards the body. And the word during the week was that that would be a significant part of the game plan. As he wings in the right hand and follows up with a left hook to the body. Algieri complaining about being hit on the back of the head in the early stages. Benn again firing that left hand towards the torso area of Algieri. So seasoned, been in with so many big names throughout his 13-and-a-half-year professional career. Conor Benn whipping that left hook into the body and now driving Algieri back onto the ropes. But it's a calculated build-up from Benn.
I think he felt that body shot, Mike. Algieri. He's disguising it well, but he definitely felt it. You see there, he even tries to cover it from the jab. Conor's starting well here on the front foot. I thought Algieri might just be having a look. Oh, good left hook to the body from Conor Benn again.
Well, that was all part of the ploy, according to what we were hearing during the fight week build-up. And it's been a very measured, clinical start from Conor Benn, a very mature start from the 25-year-old, as he forces Algieri onto the ropes over on that far side of the ring, beneath which his dad Nigel is looking on, so confident that his son can make it work here tonight and move on, move closer to the top end of the red-hot welterweight division. And Conor, first and foremost, under no illusions as to the strength. Nice sneaky right hand gets through from Algieri, but Benn goes straight on the attack, and that's a good shot over the top from Benn.
If you're looking for improvements from the Granados fight, one thing he didn't do was go to the body early, and so far Conor Benn is going to the body.
And this is a measured approach from Conor Benn, switching the attack from the body to the head, landing solidly to both already in the opening couple of minutes.
Good left hook from Algieri.
Gets through, a sign that he's got plenty of power, certainly enough to trouble Benn, potentially.
Yeah, he feinted with the jab, threw the overreach with the right hand, but came back and cleaned it up with the left hook. Landed flush on Conor Benn, and he felt that shot.
Maybe just got a little bit too comfortable and up in the highest level against a man who's fought against such quality opposition in the past. Can't afford to take those chances, even against a man at the age of 37, because last time out, Algieri showed that he's still got plenty left against the Trinidadian Mikel Lapierre. And now Conor Benn takes a couple of jabs and then tries to fire back to the body.
He's going to look for the left hook all night, Algieri.
Listen, the rolling's brilliant inside there as well. You're rolling straight after your shots, yeah? Just don't throw anything wild. You make sure your feet's there. Okay. All right? It was good round, mate. Yeah, it was a good round. Your jab was nice. You're moving in behind your feet good. Do you know what I mean?
It's all right.
Yeah. When you make your miss, come back to your own shot. Yeah.
You have to get that jab working. You have to have that jab going. Let that jab lead you in. All you need is a step, and you're there. You don't need to jump in. All punches are at his neck when you go into his head. You understand? Aim at his neck.
You caught him with a good hook. Make sure you bring that right hand right behind that, though, okay?
Yep.
Deep breath. Let's relax, baby.
Second down. Round two.
The word from the Algieri corner is to get behind the left-hand jab, to step in behind the jab, and then he will have success, according to Derek Santos in his corner, as Benn again fires away to the body. That's where he had so much success in the opening round, a lively opening round, when he took a left hook, as a reminder that Algieri has still got plenty to offer. Good shots to the body again, Andy, from Conor Benn in the early stages of the second.
Yeah, like he was hearing from his corner. He's got his feet under him. He's not lunging in or falling short. He's making sure he gets into range, and then he's letting those punches go, just like that. Good uppercut on the inside.
And as his dad Nigel was saying, not to follow Algieri around the ring, although Algieri tries another one of those left hooks, but to cut the ring off and to use that left-hand jab to help cut off that ring space.
Algieri so far hasn't been able to establish any rhythm. He's kind of just bounced up and down. He's not really getting his jab going. More or less, he's a sitting target, waiting for Conor Benn to punch, and then he's trying to punch after him. He should try to initiate his own attacks.
Benn feinting on the way in and then driving that left hand towards the body. A couple of shots in the opening round really landed solidly, and Benn timed that neat right hand over the top there, stepped back and gave himself room. That was a beautiful shot from Conor Benn there. Didn't quite land with the effectiveness that he planned, but it was a beautiful shot.
He's got to be careful of the left hook from Algieri, because he's looking for that every time. He's looking to disguise it with the right hand.
Algieri described as a student of the game and turned up at the press conference wearing glasses and looked the part, and there were some good judges feeling that he might be too educated for Conor Benn. Benn tries to wing in the right hand, slip it behind the tightly held left-hand guard of Algieri. Minute to go in round 2.
Benn just has to be disciplined, not fall into the same traps of just letting his hands go and just giving into that ferocity that he has and that hunger that he has. He has to be disciplined here. Fight a smart fight, like he is doing there, jabbing to the head, going to the body, picking his shots and picking his moments well, as he is at the moment.
Algieri dancing in and out of range, giving the impression that he's reading Benn in the early stages of the contest and allowing Benn to unload so that maybe he can pick him up later in the contest. And a brilliant left hook from Conor Benn lands solidly on the chin of Algieri. Algieri feels that he fell over off balance, rolled over to the far side of the ring, but a left hook definitely did land. Algieri looks as though he's taken it well. He did complain. He felt he was off balance. Now in the closing seconds of the second round.
And he landed a good left hook himself, Algieri. So I think it was a little bit of both punch and the balance issue.
So very important for Conor Benn in the second round in terms of building his own confidence. But Algieri absolutely convinced it shouldn't have been a knockdown. So let's have a look at the replay.
When you're countering.
Conor Benn feign, goes to the body, goes to the head. I think he just tripped over the two lead feet, do kind of tangle, but there is definitely a punch, so it's a legitimate knockdown. Kind of cuffed the back of the head.
That's it. I mean, the shot itself, the glove landed around the back of the head of Algieri.
It was. You'll see the feet here, just tangle, and he kind of trips him, but it's such a dramatic fall. He almost goes out of the ring.
It's the kind of stumble you often see when southpaws face orthodox fighters. In this case, they're both orthodox, but Algieri looks none the worse, at least in terms of the outward impression that he's giving.
Let's go, both hands, Chris.
Round 3.
Well, whatever the merits of the knockdown, it certainly created more of a buzz here at ringside, and another left hook from Algieri cannons up the top of the head of Conor Benn right at the beginning of this, the third round.
And a 10-8 round for Conor Benn, so that might spur Algieri on just to open up a little bit earlier than he would have wanted to. As we've seen at the start of this round, he's landed a couple of right hands and a good left hook. That's good from Conor Benn, backing his man up to the rope. And although he's going to the body, he is leaving himself open for that left hook.
As he pulls away from the exchange. On that last occasion there, he did just raise the right glove as if he is beginning
that right hand to land. Yeah, that right hand left hook there, trying to cut Benn. Top of the head, but good body shots from Conor Benn here. This is great action. Getting low.
Being so close up here at ringside, we can really feel the thud of the shots going into the body area, in particular of Algieri, the American having success with the right hand to the body himself as his guard is pierced this time by Conor Benn. Brilliant combination. Benn really beginning to unleash now, really putting the feet and the whole body behind these punches here. No arm shots from Conor Benn. He's driving these through.
And a round of applause as he just got low and moved his head just like his dad used to do. And I can just see the legs of Algieri starting to stiffen a little bit. These shots, these heavy shots from Conor Benn are starting to land.
Still, just every now and again, Algieri landing a single counter. A few moments ago, it was a straight right over the top. Didn't trouble Benn, but again, just a sign that there's plenty left, at least in the heart of Chris Algieri. Right hand to the body from Algieri. as once again Conor Benn steps forward, looking to cut off the ring space, not chasing his man around the ring, feinting, trying to work for his openings.
Starting to find the gaps. Good body shot from Algieri. But like you said, Mike, this is a very mature performance so far from Conor Benn.
Swaying from the waist and making Algieri miss with that. At times in his career, ramrod straight left hand. It's been an important punch for him, Algieri, the New Yorker throughout his career. WBO super lightweight champion back in 2014. And then went on to challenge for welterweight honours against Manny Pacquiao and was floored no fewer than 6 times, but 6 times he got up. Indeed, in the night that he won the world title, he was floored twice in the opening round and went on to beat the Russian Ruslan Provodnikov. One of the best performances, maybe the best performance of his career. He's trying to measure him with the jab.
Breathing a little heavy, Algieri out that round. I think it was not the punches he took, but the punches he missed. Because Conor Benn did a lot of good work defensively in that round.
And there was a spell in the middle of the round where Benn really did open up, really planted his feet.
Beautiful. See how good your jab is now? You're beating him with his jab. Right?
This was one of the left hooks from Conor Benn. There was numerous left hooks like that throughout this round. You know, he's always thrown hooks and wide shots around the corner, like overhand rights and hooks to the body. But when he threw a good straight shot, actually, you know, Algieri didn't anticipate that at all. He had his hands up in a kind of earmuff, peekaboo style defense, and it was a straight punch that landed.
And the applause led at ringside by Dad Nigel for that particular exchange in the previous round. So can Conor Benn now continue to wear down Chris Algieri? 3 rounds completed, and it's a very bright start so far by Conor Benn, a very mature start. Very much looking like he belongs at this level as he flicks out that left-hand jab. It's a solid jab.
And Algieri's having a real time trying to land. Well, Algieri's thrown a lot of single shots, and when you're up against someone with a really good head movement like Conor Benn, you're not going to land those single shots. You've got to put either a couple of feints together or at least 2 or 3 jabs together to land one and hope to land one of the 3.
And Benn is making Algieri work for those openings, swaying from the waist, trying to read what the American is doing and working really well behind the jab. I was talking to Tony Sims, his trainer, at the weigh-in, and he was saying they've been working extensively, as well as Nigel was saying, on the footwork and cutting off the ring on that left-hand jab, which can provide the pathway to so much successes. It's a very solid jab as well. It's a hurtful jab. It's not just a rangefinder. Just a sign at this stage, Andy, that Algieri is content on a process of damage limitation.
Or trying to sucker him in and hopefully catch him later on in the fight. Take the young man into deep waters.
And allow complacency to build in the mind of Conor Benn, who's happy to stand on the rope, sees the right hand coming, tries to spin him around. Good footwork from Benn. Now a chance to work away on the inside. A chance to use what he believes is his greater power.
Very impressive body punch from Conor Benn tonight. And for Algieri, it's just been too many single shots. You're not going to land too many single shots on somebody like Conor Benn, who's in constant motion.
And Benn as well is very watchful. Seeing the punches coming, sliding inside the jab there, Andy, and whipping in the shot to the body.
And now his tongue's coming out with Algieri, and maybe he's trying to make a bit of chronology, but believe me, he felt that punch.
Algieri trying to get behind the left-hand jab, throwing it to the shin and to the body, trying to get himself into some kind of rhythm here, and the feints from Benn. Feints to the body with a jab and then flicks it out to the head. And again, that left-hand jab is really working so well. Clearly, the work he's been doing with Tony Sims in the gym is paying off, at least up until this stage.
It's been a phenomenal rise. Oh, good 1-2, and he's down! down.
Left-right combination, and it is all over in an instant. He was waiting for the opportunity. He picked his opportunity. The left jab, the right hand over the top. Bob Williams, the referee, counts out the stricken Chris Algieri. He wanted a statement victory. He's got a statement victory, and Conor Benn has produced the performance of his career. And once again, like the best fighters do, he's just putting a hold to his celebrations, while Chris Algieri, still lying on the canvas, is attended by the medical staff here at ringside, as Conor Benn makes his way to the corner over there on the far side of the ring. It was billed once again as the toughest test of his career, and in a measured, clinical way, a mature way, across the rounds of the contest, as Algieri gets a warm round of applause after being seated onto a stool close to the centre of the ring. He looked for the openings, waited for the openings. There was nothing rushed about his work, and that was mightily impressive.
If this was the toughest test, by far the best performance for Conor Benn. Beautiful finish. He just feinted, slowed his tempo down, feinted, and then 1-2 down the pipe. I talked about the 1-2 being successful. The straight punches in the last round was Algieri was so wary of the hooks and uppercuts. Brilliant. Nigel Benn just coming down shouting to us. He's worked hard for this, and it showed tonight. There it is, feint 1-2 straight down the pipe, and in good faith to Conor Benn, he didn't punch him when he was going down. Look, feint 1-2. What a punch. What a highlight reel knockout that is.
And he was just about to land a follow-up shot, but saw Algieri falling at his feet, and that was a mightily impressive finish. One of the finishes of 2021 so far from Conor Benn. And Nigel Benn just saying to us at ringside that he told us all that that was what would happen. But it was such a cool performance, a composed performance from his son.
Mike, before the knockout, I was saying it's been a phenomenal rise for Conor Benn. You know, people didn't think he would get to British level, and he did that. People didn't think he'd get to European level. He's a fringe world contender now. He's on the brink of winning the world title.
The proud father of a proud son.
And he knew instantly. A fighter knows instantly. But he's risen now, and he's a headline act.
Well, they've been talking for a long time, as Chris Algieri is still being looked after in the corner, about this man emerging from the shadow of his father. And with every passing fight and every passing performance like that one, the shadow lifts more and more. Dad there will always be an influence, he will always be an inspiration. But now son Conor is starting to create a reputation of his very own, and is becoming, with performances like that, one of the most exciting talents, not just in British boxing, but across the world of boxing, with that finishing potential.